concept of ascension defined. There are abundant source links in the notes for this podcast. The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. Joseph Campbell. Throughout time, human beings have believed the end is near. From the biblical apocalypse to the Hindu yugas to the legend of the Hopi blue star Kachina, cultures throughout the world believe a cataclysmic event is looming. Additionally, there is talk of earthbound comets, climate change, X-class solar flares, supervolcano eruptions, killer viruses, nuclear weapons. The list could go on and on. This brings us to the concept of ascension. What is the concept of ascension? David Wilcock says 35 different ancient cultures talk about ascension as a spontaneous evolution of the human being to a higher form. Wilcock also says everybody gets what they need out of this event, and the event is some kind of energetic release from the sun. Lastly, regarding each individual's experience of ascension, Wilcock adds, what you experience is what you invite. What might cause ascension? Might the possibility of a galactic superwave affect human consciousness? Scientists from Starburst Research are studying the existence of intense cosmic ray particles that travel from the center of our galaxy. These particles produced abrupt changes to the Earth's climate when the superwave impacted our solar system around 14,000 years ago. Could this also affect human DNA and consciousness? Jordan Sather of the popular YouTube channel Destroying the Illusion speculates on the concept that our solar system is moving through space and heading for an area of the universe that contains a powerful source of energy. This energy may affect the behavior of our sun. Could the change in the sun be capable of profoundly adjusting human consciousness? A well-done speculation merging spirituality and science is achieved in his recent YouTube video, The Science of Ascension, a Quantum Shift, linked to in the show notes. Andrew Martin of TheLightAtOnes.com shared recently his intuitive feelings on the current ascension energies being quite intense. Andrew's YouTubes are like the Ascension Nightly News and very worth following. 2 quotes from Andrew's recent post below that might inspire investigation if they resonate with you. First one is, when spirit is calling me away from my comfort zone, life becomes more and more uncomfortable until I say, okay, surrender, and let it carry me to the next experience. Second one, just like when you have downloaded new operating software and need to reboot your computer, it goes dark for a second as it configures and installs the new info, then it restarts and the light comes back on. Right now we are upgrading our operating systems in a major way. Ascension and Earth changes. Let's touch on ascension and Earth changes. Does ascension affect Earth's physical reality? David Wilcock states, what you experience is what you invite. My opinion is ascension is unique to each individual. To some, it is enhanced wisdom and expanded consciousness, and for some, it is apocalyptic. Ascension truly brings to light what is internal and external are the same. Massive changes to the Earth may have occurred historically, possibly wiping out much of humanity. Graham Hancock is a pioneer in the archaeology related to this possibility. His material is laid out on the Joe Rogan Experience, linked to in the podcast notes. Also, an interview, David Wilcock interviewing Graham Hancock is linked to also to find out more about who is Graham Hancock. And Graham Hancock's recent book, Magicians of the Gods, lays out great archaeology supporting Earth changes historically. Ascension energy is affecting everyone. This new awareness is making people crazy. Have you noticed? Conscious evolution affecting those experiencing ascension energy appears to kick down doors locked by our hearts and minds. This new energy brings our deepest darkness, pain, and repressed emotions to light. If we aren't ready to face those difficulties, they're going to make themselves apparent whether we're ready or not. So you might have noticed increased anxieties and fear among the population. Many aren't ready for this flash flood of emotion and challenging life situations which lead to resistance of what is. Andrew Martin quips, the river doesn't stop and have a breakdown when it hits a boulder. Thus, the best way to approach these turbulent times is to take them as they come. Conflict with friends and family during ascension. Individuals choosing to navigate the ascension for their own evolution might find conflict, pushback, and skepticism from friends and loved ones. This is because not everyone is ready, aware, or interested in conscious growth. It is essential to not preach at or attempt to fix others who are unwilling. A helpful YouTube is linked to in the podcast notes by Destroying the Illusion, called Tips to Help Bring Someone Onto the Awakening Path. Very good, worth a listen, check it out. Ascension symptoms. Many individuals claim to consciously feel physical symptoms of ascension, such as headaches, loss of energy, dizziness. There are far too many to mention here, and lists abound on the internet. Go on to visit with Destroying the Illusion again on this topic, where he has a YouTube linked to in the show notes called Managing Ascension Symptoms with Holistic Health Balancing. It's good. Check it out. Approaching the Ascension. A positive approach to the Ascension is to be a radiant creator. Check out radiantcreators.com for that. As David Wilcock states, what you experience is what you invite. The impeccable radiant creator who expresses their purpose, passion, courage, and determination will thrive during the Ascension. So, is the end near, or is this just the beginning? The big question is whether you are going to be able to say a hearty yes to your adventure. Joseph Campbell.